This is 8 Minutes of Awesome. I'm Jennifer Lipsky. The shaman is a sacred and revered healer who has been present cross-culturally for millennia. Though some practices may have refined through the ages, the work of today's shaman is the same as it was since the dawn of time: to heal, to help, and to connect people with themselves, with each other, with our precious earth, and beyond. And joining me right now is Gyanveeto Verco, a shamanic practitioner based in the UK. Warmest greetings, Gyanveeto.
Thank you, Jennifer, and greetings to you.
Gyanveeto, I would love it if you would share with us some of the healing work that you do.
I guess I should start off by saying that healing and something that's been part of my life ever since I can remember as a little girl. And it gradually grew from Christianity to Osho and wanting more. And the hunger for more was desperate. And growing up in Australia, I thought, what do I do? Walk out into the desert and hopefully find a healer, which isn't going to happen. But I prayed and prayed and prayed for a healer, a teacher to come into my life. And Dr. Raphael Locke came into my life and has been in my life for 25 years. And he has taught me healing, shamanic healing, and many offshoots from that over many years. So I now have my own practice where I do shamanic healings, transpersonal counseling, and I do massage, which is inspired by spirit, which is something also Raphael explained for me to work through spirit energy and not through my physical body, because the physical body will be drained and you're not working through the spirit energy. And I was totally amazed the first time I did that. I had so much energy, I was flying around the walls at midnight. And it's a great way of protecting yourself from other people taking your energy and leaving you drained.
As far as people, when you say a spiritual crisis, sometimes people can feel very disconnected with themselves, disconnected from each other. And so, what would you say would be a good first step to help someone start to kind of get back in touch with themselves? What would be your suggestion?
My personal suggestion would be going to a counselor, but one who goes beyond the normal, like a transpersonal counselor. One normal counselors are very good if you have to start there. But if you're looking to go deeper and wanting to go deeper and are prepared to go deeper, then I'd look towards a transpersonal counselor, where you are looking at your own personal issues. How did you get to be, dare I say, stuck in the mud and can't see your way forward with clarity for your life? And with that, a transpersonal counselor can help you heal your past and help bring you to the present. And from there, you'll have some tools to go further into your life, depending on where you want to go with them. And shamanic healing will obviously help a great deal, depending on what the situation is. If you've lost your way, say with drugs, shamanic healing will and can help. If you're physically, mentally, emotionally ill, or shamanic healing will also help with that, as does the counselling and art therapy, transpersonal counselling. They all help with people who are going through crises, transpersonal crises.
Yes, they certainly do. Tapping into creativity, so important to be able to allow that inner voice to really emerge. It
Yes.
gives it a pathway to release,
Yes.
certainly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And tell us about, there have been times, I'm sure, in your own life that you've had times of difficulty, transition, times of feeling, very vulnerable. How have you managed to get through those times?
There have been many times in my life where I have wished I wasn't on this planet and things became very difficult. It was with the help of my shamanic friends that helped bring me back to my center and ground me. And more importantly, the medicine wheel has also helped dramatically. And the four directions of the medicine wheel to sit. And I found for me often sitting in the north, in the southern hemisphere, sitting in the well of myself. Um, because there's nothing you can do sometimes when you're in the well of something, but just to sit with it, not trying to destroy what's out there or within yourself, but to come back and be in the center of it and just let it be. And the last time I had a transpersonal crisis, a very dear friend in Perth helped me through what I was going through. Um, my connection to Great Spirit helps me a lot, especially when things are hard. And I have to just realize I have to also let go. There's nothing I can do to change what's happening right now. And by letting it go, it often dissolves itself because you're no longer connected with what the situation is. You know, it takes the importance out of it. We're not identifying with it anymore. We're not becoming part of it. Doing that helps me let it go because I don't have any control over some things. And wanting to control a situation is what puts me in desperate situations. But realizing I'm in one, coming back to let it go helps me come back to my center.
Mm, yes, and and you mentioned the medicine wheel, and there may be some people who are watching this who may not be familiar with the medicine wheel, which is a very profound tool and symbol, so many things. Could you perhaps explain a little bit about the medicine wheel?
The medicine wheel is a sacred site. For me, it's like to describe it simply, it's like the Catholic Church is a very powerful image to Catholics. It's a sacred space, except for it's a circle made of stones. You make the circle made of stones, you give it blessings, you bring it to life. So it has power, spiritual power of where you go to give blessings to Great Spirit, Creator, the ancestors. It's a place of connecting with the four directions and the center of yourself. It's a place where healings are done, rituals are done, ceremonies. It connects you. It helps connect you to Great Spirit and the divine of within yourself to
Mm,
center yourself. So it's, if you like, it's my sacred place, like my church to other people, and it brings you into your center.
yes,
Uh,
it's a very good
this
definition.
very sacred space of all the things I've just said of healing, connecting, rituals, ceremonies.
Yeah, that's a very, very good connection to make with um, that sacred hoop,
Yes.
that circle.
And of
Um,
course, the circle is one that connects. It's being a circle. It's never ending, isn't it? It's connecting each of us to each other as a
yes,
whole. Well,
yes, yeah. And I would like to know if there was a message that you could share right now with other people, a message from your heart that's coming to you. What would that message be?
I think for me as a woman in particular, to respect yourself. So many of us don't value ourselves, and we put our value out on other people. And in doing that, it's not validating ourselves. And I notice for me as a woman, it's still something I'm learning to do, that we need to come back to validate our core, trust our gut, trust our intuition, because it's telling us the truth. It's the little things that say, stay on this side of the footpath. Don't cross over there because that side is safe. Don't go down that alley. Stay on the main street. The gut will tell you, your instincts will tell you what you need to do. Um, to be honest to yourself, trust yourself, respect yourself and the other.
So listening to that sacred inner voice that we each have.
We each have it, and so many think we don't, and we all have it.
Mm,
We all have it. And it's very powerful that that voice within, the intuitive feelings, the knowledge that we have, is extremely powerful. And to trust that on a deeper level.
mm. A strong reminder and a strong message. Gyanveeto Verco, thank you so much for joining me here on 8 Minutes of Awesome. And for those who are watching who would like to contact Gyanveeto directly, you can do so at her website. gvhealing.com. Gyanveeto, thank you.
Thank you.